Hello, I'm David Kerr. You're watching Shalom World News. Here's your latest news headlines from around the globe. God never tires of lifting us up when we fall. That was the message of Pope Francis upon this year's Divine Mercy Sunday. Delivering his homily during Holy Mass at Rome's Church of Santo Spirito in Sassia, the Holy Father drew an analogy between the love of God for us and the patience that any parent has towards their toddler child. Just as a mother or father will always help their infant up again and again after a fall, so too, said the Pope, does God help each of us up after we fall through sin. Pope Francis said that God does not want us to think too much about our failings, but rather to stay focused on Christ. He concluded his homily by urging both clergy and lay faithful to show mercy to the most vulnerable in society. Meanwhile, Pope Francis has established a new Vatican Commission aimed at confronting the global challenges posed by the present outbreak of COVID-19. It will also explore how to respond to any social or economic fallout from the pandemic in the months and years to come. The Commission will be led by Cardinal Peter Turkson. He's the prefect of the Dicastery for promoting integral human development. His Dicastery will collaborate closely with other Vatican offices to coordinate the work. This week also saw Pope Francis agree to a recommendation from the Vatican's Dicastery for Laity, the Family and Life to postpone for 1 year the next gatherings of the Church's World Meeting of Families and World Youth Day due to the COVID-19 outbreak. That means the next World Meeting of Families will now take place in Rome in June 2022, with World Youth Day in the Portuguese capital of Lisbon now taking place in August 2023. The Supreme Knight of the Knights of Columbus, Carl Anderson, says he hopes the organisation's new video series, aimed at helping men embrace masculinity and pursue holiness, will inspire those who watch it to make big changes in their lives. Entitled Into the Breach, the 12-part series features many well-known Catholic figures, including Dr. Scott Hahn, Father Mike Schmitz, former NFL player Matt Burke, the founder of Focus Campus Ministries, Curtis Martin, and Bishop Thomas Olmsted of Phoenix in Arizona, whose 2015 pastoral letter on similar issues provided both the concept and the title for the new video series. The Knights of Columbus is the largest Catholic men's organisation in the world, with nearly 2 million members across the globe. 35 members of the United States Senate have written to President Donald Trump to ask his administration to maintain pro-life protections during the search for treatments and cures for COVID-19. The letter is aimed at refuting a request by 15 pro-abortion state attorneys general requesting waivers to current prohibitions on using fetal tissue for coronavirus research. The 35 pro-life senators described that move as exploiting the current crisis and urged the President to remain strong in rejecting any appeal for taxpayers' dollars to be spent on using aborted babies in scientific experiments. Finally, Hong Kong's most senior Catholic has expressed his deep appreciation for the life and work of the Irish Jesuit Father James Hurley, who died last week in Dublin. He was 93 years old. Over a span of nearly 6 decades working as a Jesuit missionary in the former British colony, Father Hurley was a secondary school teacher, a university chaplain, a novice master, a parish priest and a spiritual director. He only returned home to his native Ireland in 2014 due to failing health. During his funeral, those present were read a moving tribute penned by Hong Kong's Cardinal John Ton Hon, who described Father Hurley as well loved and appreciated by everyone in Hong Kong, where he said Father Hurley had been a good example to the priests of the local diocese. The letter was read by Father Tom Casey, who was representing the Irish Jesuit community at the funeral. Father Casey also led the graveside mourners in the singing of the Marian anthem, the Salve Regina. Well, that's all for now. Do join me next time on Shalom World News. Until then, may God bless you. Shalom.